Monday morning. Who went and saw giraffes on a speedboat? Anybody? Anybody? Giraffes on a speedboat?
Don't make fun of the #1 movie in America like I said it would be.
Who saw giraffes on a speedboat? All right, fine. And K-Fed. Those are big things we got to cover this morning.
Yeah, all the Stench is fired up about that, and I didn't think it was much anything.
Jack and I had a big argument about K-Fed already.
I didn't think it was much anything.
My wife and I sat there and go, all right, he didn't totally suck so bad it was funny, and he wasn't so good I was amazed. It was just kind of like...
It was nothing.
It was nothing, and they just distracted with entertainers. It was like he just performed at the circus and stood there.
How could you say that didn't suck? That was the worst rapping I've ever seen in my life.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
And he closed the show. I mean, the show's in a frenzied state. You just go from Johnny Depp and Orlando Bloom when people are going crazy, and you bring out the worst rapper ever to close the show.
All right.
Well, and without bells and whistles.
Right.
Yeah, it sucked.
But the whole show was horrible. There were more 40-year-olds than teenagers there, first of all, for the Teen Choice Awards. I'm watching, like David Borealis comes out, and he looked like he wanted to be anywhere else. All the people
And I'm not a prude, obviously I'm not a prude, but do you really want your, 10 and 11-year-old watching some of this stuff?
Like the Nelly Furtado song was something about being promiscuous,
yeah,
right?
And then she got on and said, wear a condom. And I'm thinking, if I'm a 10 or 11-year-old, this is... what we say is not geared towards your kids.
Right. It's not. This isn't the teen Jamie and Jack and
exactly.
show.
Obviously we say far worse, but we're what Jack just said.
Right. We're not like here advertising on Nick Jr. to tune into us.
Yeah.
I freaking loved it. I thought it was horrible and it was funny, and I thought Jessica Simpson blew, and it was just fun to watch.
Okay, am I the only one, or did anybody notice? And am I hypercritical about everything that she was totally left on stage? At the very end, like she's walking off all by herself, and she's just like, she's just all alone.
What's
Dane
wrong with her? I even had to ask my wife. I go, does she have an accent, or is she just starting to slip into some kind of retardation? Because
retardation.
Did you notice that? You'd look. They have a script and teleprompters, and Dane Cook could pull it off. She was dazed and confused through the whole thing.
And you could feel the uncomfortable.
Well, they were trying to not show too they're not dating, which they are. They've been boning since
you
that
could
movie.
tell that uncomfortable moment where it's like, it's your line. It's your line.
Yeah, like go.
They're both just like.
I don't think she's ever done anything live. She's a moron that's famous because she's hot and she can sing. She's not a
She
host.
had acne too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
right.
commercial.
That's huge for her.
But all the photographers and everybody says now how great her skin looks.
Yes,
right.
Yeah.
Everybody says
Everybody
that.
says
They don't even have to really airbrush her anymore.
No, she looks fabulous. Anyway, all right, so we have that to talk about this morning. There's a Dancing with the Stars update with Monica. We got to get to that.
Hey, it is so good, you're not going to believe it.
You couldn't even guess.
No way.
And how good this Monica update is.
She had Stench and I at the wedding on Saturday. He had us in, we were mesmerized by her story, sucked in because it's such a good story.
Monica's story mesmerized you?
Yeah, and Monica's stories, usually you go, all right, so at the end of it, you end up like, oh, you ate cheese, right? You know what I mean? But this story is good.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. And then we have to talk about the wedding, and then we'll talk about my world's worst weekend.
You were on your own this weekend, right?
Yeah. You want to hear about my weekend?
Single mom weekend?
Here's my weekend. I had the worst weekend ever. I got a phone call from my girlfriend, her house and her car getting taken away. I had another call from my other girlfriend, and she's basically dying, and she broke her hip, and she's going to probably not make it through this world. And my boyfriend spent $100 on strippers. Yay!
You know what's weird? The easiest one of those to deal with is the $100 in the strippers.
Yes. Yet I know that was the one that caused the most tension throughout the weekend.
I don't know. It was just the world's worst weekend.
That's a horrible weekend. All those things are horrible.
Audrey called me sobbing. I've never heard her. She's such a strong girl usually, a little loopy, but sobbing that they're going to take away her house and her car.
I watched a show this week and I'd never seen before on A&E called Big Spender. And it's about people like Audrey, where they bring in people to take over your life and to help you get out of that situation.
Really?
It's a whole show. And I was like, as I was watching it, I thought, this is Audrey's show.
$68,000 on credit cards at 40% interest now.
Ooh. Does her mom live there?
No, she lives in Milwaukee.
Oh, I was going to say maybe she can move in with her mom or something, get her back on her feet, but she can't
even
even do that.
She's going to live in an apartment, and I'm going to get her a used car.
Wow.
I'm going to get her a jalopy.
Yeah, can't you sell your house and get the equity out, or did she already do that?
She's upside down on that.
She already did the equity out. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye house.
And she's going to go from having a really nice house to, I don't know what I can get for $5,000.
Yeah, living in a little apartment, right?
What can I get for $5,000?
Wow.
In Colorado. I don't know. And then it kind of irritates me because she has, 5 brothers and sisters, and mom and dad are living, and I'm thinking, why is this on me to get her?
Yeah,
car?
that is true.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't.
Why is it on
Where's
anyone?
her family?
They're all over the place.
You're 40. You should have your crap together.
She's like 41, I think.
Yeah, you should have your crap together.
I feel
41.
bad for her kids.
I do too, and then she spent all their
Yeah. Okay,
whatever,
but the good
college
thing is,
fund.
at least for the older one, she has a dad somewhere who might have like money set aside for her and be responsible for her, right?
That's good, yeah.
The little one, the dad's kind of a loser, so
Right,
that's
he
bad
has-
for him.
yeah.
But so maybe the older daughter will take care of the younger son later on.
And then Pearl is in like dire straits. She's in such bad shape. She has 14 tumors on her head, and I talked to her on Friday for like 2 hours, and she's really not doing well. And they drained her heart, and then she fell down and broke her hip, and they can't do surgery on her hip, and she's in intensive care, and I can't go zero. And then my boyfriend spent $100 in strippers.
Wow. And you know what? I don't know how the last one happened. All those things like I get because I knew Audrey was in trouble and I knew Pearl was sick. But
Right.
how did your boyfriend, who has been going through this for a while and knows way better, go blow $100 on strippers?
On strippers!
Oh,
Right.
here's the bad part about that. Either he had like 5 lap dances, which is not good,
Right.
or he had a lot of fun with ones.
Anyway, all
Good
that and giraffes on a speed. I just love that somebody call it giraffes on a speedboat. It makes me laugh every time. So that was my weekend. You guys have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Now, remember how like some of the rides at some of the amusement parks were, I mean, don't say any names, but we're killing people.
Yes. I remember that.
Often.
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
have to shut them down.
Yeah,
Like,
nationwide
don't
that
name
happens.
anybody.
Yeah, don't name
But
anybody.
you're right. Nationally, that does happen.
Yes.
I've heard about it.
I read about it.
Right.
Somewhere in Europe, there's an amusement
I
park.
think like Dollywood.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now, guess what? According to Jack, he gave this to me. Now we're not going to be able to see the dolphins at any of those SeaWorld type places.
Yeah,
Why?
I
What
kinda like
happened?
that.
They're biting people.
Well, how stupid you got to be to get bit by a dolphin?
Well, you don't think they bite, you know?
I don't. How many times have you heard dolphins are the nicest animals on earth? They save you from sharks and save you in shipwrecks. You don't think a dolphin's gonna attack you? especially-
Exactly.
Well, if you get close enough to it and it does, you deserve it.
Well, haven't you ever walked around that big circle of the swimming pool, the above ground swimming pool or whatever?
Yeah,
And
I
you
never-
give them fish and get the
Yeah.
pat
I never
their
put
heads?
my hand in there to
You
get
haven't?
one. No.
You hate dolphins.
Big old sea creatures with teeth. I'm not playing with them.
Well, no, because you really would think that, oh my God, a dolphin would whatever. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm trying to write out. You know what's funny?
Yeah, Flipper.
Yeah, but
It's
I
probably
realized it's
Flipper.
You think they wouldn't bite you?
Shoot. What?
You think that they wouldn't bite you, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
There it is.
Try to-
Flipper wouldn't bite you.
Right.
It's those wild, crazy dolphins that bite you.
Anyway, listen to this. This little 7-year-old, apparently he suffered a bruised thumb.
Oh, so what? I thought it hurt someone.
He got attacked by a dolphin.
A bruised thumb is not attacked by a dolphin.
It said he was bitten by a dolphin.
Oh, you guys are
A
overacting.
bruised thumb from a dolphin is like getting your throat ripped out by a puppy because they're considered so gentle.
You guys are overreacting drama.
It's like a golden retriever puppy rips somebody's throat out. It's the
It is
same
kinda.
thing.
It's like, okay, if it is one of those ones where you feed it the fish and the dolphin jumped up to bite the fish and bit the kid's hand, I totally can see that
No,
happening.
that wasn't what happened.
Well, what happened?
He put his hand in the water and it came up and.
Well, it looked like an anchovy, a little 7-year-old hand.
No, he's lucky it didn't drag him under. Take him away.
Like those
God.
damn turtles.
Yeah, like a turtle. We still haven't heard. Did you ever hear about that? Like
It
national.
was on the real news,
Was
and they
it?
said you won't believe what happened.
The guy
and
got dragged off a boat
I
by
never
a
heard
turtle.
if they were looking for him last I heard. I don't know if they ever found his body.
Big
That
turtle.
turtle ate him. Well, you know what? The turtle drug him down there, and the dolphins ate him.
Finished him off.
Yeah.
Little Hunter, oh, that's a
so
cute
cute.
name, was accompanied by a park employee when he was allowed to put his hand in the water, and all of a sudden, because it was his birthday.
Oh, and how about that? Go ahead, pet the dolphin.
Yeah. Also, it says that the 3-year-old dolphin bit the boy because it was excited.
Was it like playing?
Let's see. It says it was excited and rambunctious.
Yeah, they say, how dolphins are like anything else. They get excited is what they said.
You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever seen the word rambunctious spelled out until today.
Yeah, and I don't know if I could print it.
Spell it, yeah.
Especially being used about dolphins.
In July, that's just last month,
yeah.
a 6-year-old Georgia boy suffered minor injuries when he was bitten on the arm at the same attraction.
Maybe it's that dolphin
Yeah,
bite.
Maybe it is.
It's a rogue dolphin.
Yeah.
Jeez. They might want to test it for rabies.
It's got a little shark in him, that dolphin.
Something's wrong with him. So you know what's going to happen. Now they're going to take that away like lawn darts. It's
Exactly.
going to happen. I'm
You're
telling
right.
you. It's totally going to happen.
No, they're just got to post warning signs everywhere like you could get bit.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. I bet now it's going to be a thing now.
The little dolphin silhouette with the little kid's arm in its mouth will be there, but they still won't let you touch it. The second you do that,
Oh, God. Anyway,
What's wrong with you? You're throwing things.
I had a bad weekend.
You're all freaked out about the dolphins, huh?
Okay, besides all that other stuff, how did it go being the only one with the baby? Because that's usually
It was awesome because
you
nobody
do
was
everything your way, right?
Yeah,
it
nobody
is kinda
told me
cool.
I was doing it wrong.
Yeah, that is
And nobody
kinda
told me. And in the you know how you have a family room and a living room? Mm-hmm. Well, in the living room or whichever one we hardly ever sat in, I made it into like a jamboree.
Yeah, like Baby Island.
Yeah.
And that way you could do whatever you wanted, right?
Yeah, I put a comforter down, like 2 comforters down, and I put all his toys and all those jungle gym stuff and things that he's not even ready for. I put out.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Don't
Yeah.
you love to do that? You get the more advanced stuff just to see if they're
Just
ready.
to see, yeah. And there's this Elmo thing that it like pops up. Hello, baby, peekaboo, baby.
Oh, I
Does
know
he like
that
it?
one.
Did we get that for the nursery thing or for the maternity?
I don't know, but I know what that thing is.
Hello, baby, peekaboo,
Oh.
baby.
Do you know what's coming? The biggest thing coming out?
What?
TMX.
What's that?
Tickle Me Elbow 10. It's coming out. They're big science. It's a huge secret as to what it'll be, what it'll do.
It'll be the new toy this Christmas.
Oh,
it's
is
gonna
that
be
what it is?
huge. It comes out the
Like,
end of this month.
Yeah, they get them in the fall so all the kids want them for Christmas.
TMX.
And it's called
Be on
TM.
the cutting edge. TMX.
Isn't that a bicycle?
Tickle Me 10.
Oh, I'm sorry.
TMX.
He's very upset. All right, so we're gonna. When should we find out about Monica's thing, and when should we talk about snakes on a plane? When should we talk?
Oh,
about
let's talk about
KTLA?
snakes on a plane. Monica's some primetime stuff.
Oh, awesome.
I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it.
All right, when we come back, our review of snakes on a plane. You know how last week we had fun with the wood chipper?
Yeah.
And that one guy called and Uncle Jim was all over his brother?
Yeah. My brother was covered in Uncle Jim.
And so what we learned from that is don't kick a branch if it's stuck.
Yeah.
Well, there's another story out today.
That sounds sexy.
You know, it really does. I sound like, Brenda Vaccaro or whatever that chick's name was.
Yeah.
Anyway, an employee of a company that, where is this? Let's see here. In Wisconsin. Basically, what I'm telling you is if you work at a chocolate company and chocolate is stuck in a vat, don't push it. It says this guy, he said it was stuck, but then it became loose and he slid into the hopper.
110 degrees, that chocolate.
Oh, and what happened to him?
He just was sitting there for a long time bubbling.
Chocolate hot tub.
Oh, and he couldn't get out, and he was covered in
He
chocolate?
said he couldn't move. He said he was covered in his ears, his mouth, everywhere. He couldn't move. And he was just trying to keep his head above chocolate.
What a quitter. I'd have ate my way out of there.
I don't know. This is 110 degrees.
Hot chocolate.
That's hot.
Yeah, not thick,
Yeah.
chocolate, thick chocolate paste at 110
In 2
degrees.
hours, he was stuck in there.
And they had to throw all that chocolate away.
I bet they used it.
Yeah.
I always wonder that.
No one knows.
No one knows. Yeah, that's how you find hairs and stuff in your food.
Ew.
It's hot. It was hotter than a hot tub, and you know how sick of a hot tub you get within a half an hour.
Yeah.
So he's in there for 2 hours. It was pretty thick. It was virtually like quicksand, said somebody who was trying to get him out. He was treated for minor injuries and released, and he's absolutely fine.
Wow. Good for him.
Absolutely fine.
Do they have lifesavers near the vat, or that they
I
can
don't
throw?
know. Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if his name was Barry. He would have been a chocolate-covered berry.
Oh.
Wow.
That's just sad.
Yes, it is.
That's just sad, but necessary.
Yeah.
So there. And let's see here. I know that Sam Rubin's coming up, but it looks like Stench was right about the snakes on the plane.
Snakes on a plane, kind of. Okay, I said it would be number one, and
Yeah.
I remember I wouldn't give a dollar amount, and I honestly thought it would be more than it was, but it came in at $15 million, and number two came in at a little over $14 million. but they did a bunch of Thursday night screenings for the geeks that were into this movie. And if it hadn't had those Thursday night screenings, it wouldn't have been the number one movie over the weekend. So technically it lost the weekend. But when you added Thursday.
Did anybody see it?
No.
Did anybody see Snakes on a Plane? No.
I was stuck with a complaining woman. There's no way I could have went and saw that.
That's not true.
Why you gotta, what?
Stench was rocking it with Barbie.
Oh, yeah. I did rockin' Barbie on Friday
night. The complaining woman?
Do you think she would go see it? Because she's a woman. She wouldn't not go see that movie with me. She's just not cool like that.
Nobody around here saw it.
Yeah.
I don't even. So if you saw it, can you just like give us a little review so we can act like we know how it was?
I heard it was so bad that it's great.
Oh, so it's like a joke?
Yeah. They said it was so bad that it's a great movie.
Because, I have no interest ever in well, anyway,
I was eavesdropping on some young people on Saturday night. They were at a table next to me at a restaurant, and I heard them saying that they went to see that movie. They were telling an older lady that was with them, like someone's mom, hey, we went to see that movie simply for that one line.
Are you kidding?
That's what they said. That was a quote. We knew that one line was coming. We just wanted to hear him say it, and we laughed, and that was great. Wow.
All right. Anyway, Snakes on a Plane. Whatever. We also, this morning, we have, what's that? A Maudi.
From Prison Break.
A Maudi. Isn't today, tonight, their first episode?
Yeah, it looks really good.
You guys are into that.
Yeah, definitely. My wife is so excited.
You sound like Rain Man.
Sorry.
Definitely.
I say definitely a lot at home.
Does your wife tell you?
No, she doesn't listen to me. At least you guys pay attention to me to make fun of me.
Definitely.
She doesn't listen.
Rain Man. That's okay. I give you A, B, and C all the time. I gotta stop that crap. That's for sure. A, and then B. Oh God. Anyway, my girlfriend took my shoes out, so that's nice.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're loaning out things to go out.
Yeah.
I won't use them.
Let me just tell you this.
Damn.
I was at home alone on the weekend, with the baby.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend Alina, she was coming over Friday or Saturday night, and I had a bottle of wine, and we were getting pizzas, and we were gonna watch Beaches.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she was coming over, and we were gonna do girly things, and we were getting
watch Bring It.
Yeah, something.
Right.
You know?
They were going to go see Step Up.
And, no, I had the baby, so she was coming over.
Think on DVD, High School Musical.
So I'd ordered pizza already, and I got a bottle of wine that was already at my house. And, and so we were going to watch something. And then she came over, and then she's like, oh, bloody hell. My girlfriend just called, and there's a big singles party with a bunch of firemen and cops and stuff, and I just don't have any shoes, but I really wanted to go.
You guys wear the same shoes?
Yeah.
I would have never thought that. I would have thought she might have had bigger feet.
I thought she'd have like a size 12 to hold up that top.
It doesn't go like penis size like they say about big feet.
No, I figured big feet to hold up that top-heavy foundation.
No, we're the same size. So anyway, about the sad thing is that, I thought we were going to like bond and have fun and like have, just like, right. And so instead she comes over to tell me how she doesn't have any shoes to wear. And so there I was with my pizzas and my bottle of wine and my movie at $3.99 of Beaches, and she went out in my shoes.
Oh, you were home alone with a pizza and a bottle of wine?
And Beaches.
Right.
For $3.99.
I hope you didn't watch it.
She took my shoes out, and they were $250, and they've never been worn.
So which did you finish? The pizza, the wine, or both? Or the movie?
But I haven't even taken those shoes out.
You shouldn't have let her take in the brand new shoes.
$250 Stuart Weitzman shoes.
Oh. Yeah, you need the joy of wearing those out for the first time on your own. You should have hid those when she was looking for shoes and given her the ones like that you wore to like prom.
Yeah, like that have that ring mark of your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. When a guy goes alone to see Barbie?
Yeah, old creepy guy. Looked like the molester dude that killed John Bonet.
We all had weird weekends. It was just weird. Weird weekend. Stench is like trying to figure out if a guy is a killer at the Barbie.
He could have been a really nice guy, but he was an older,
he's alone.
Older little guy that showed up alone. And when we first got there, I was in line to get our tickets, and he went to my wife and said, "Oh, I have tickets. If you want to just sit with me, you can come with me. I have tickets for free. My people that are coming with me aren't coming." And
maybe he was there and they didn't show up. I don't know. But a guy alone at Barbie?
Okay, exactly.
Go home.
Trust me, if there was a chance, like I was meeting my wife there with the baby and they didn't show up, no way was I watching Barbie alone.
You would go watch Barbie alone? Come on.
No. Even though Barbie was kind of hot when I met her at the meet and greet.
Now that, out of all that whole story, that's the wrong part.
No.
Not the creepy guy alone at Barbie, but you thinking Barbie's hot.
And I was alone. I had my daughter, but it was just my daughter and I inside, and we both loved Barbie. It was amazing. We both ran to her. Oh, Barbie! Hi.
Did you watch her skate with a whole new respect?
No, they didn't skate. This was a full-blown musical.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
This
thought
was
they
like
were
a
skating.
play.
Oh, damn it. Then you couldn't see her little skirt come up over her butt.
Oh, yeah. That would have been good. It would have been worth the front row tickets for that.
So it was a Barbie the musical?
Yeah, it was a musical. They did basically Fairytopia, the story of that. They just did it as a musical.
How did it translate?
It was a real production. It was a real production.
Was there a Ken?
No, there's no kid in Fairytopia.
I don't even know what Fairytopia is.
Fairytopia. It's a Barbie story.
Isn't it like the continuation of
Barbie,
Mermaidia
but she's not
or
called.
something?
But she's not called Barbie in this.
I'm
Oh
not
my God, I
kidding.
can't remember her name now. They always have like a normal name.
Skipper?
Matter of fact, her name's Alina. Her name's Alina. It's not Barbie. Is Alina.
Was she wearing my shoes?
And Alina's the only fairy that doesn't have wings. And then all the fairies get in trouble from the bad fairy because they don't have wings. And then tell you the truth, I don't know what happens at the end because I left.
Wouldn't you feel bad if Jack was staying at home with the baby and you were going to go over to his house and you had beer and pizza and you were going to go over there and watch a football game, but instead you got over there and you borrowed like a nice suit jacket to go out in?
No.
Yeah, when you got there, she said, you know what?
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel bad.
Barbie
wouldn't?
called,
No.
and after the show, she wants to go out, so I'm going to take off.
A little ticked
I'd
about
be like,
the
hey,
whole
Jack, can I borrow this? Not like you're going to be using it anytime soon.
That's what she kind of did.
You know
Yeah.
what, though? Kind of make me happy because Stench in my jacket would be fun to watch.
Well, she said, here's what she said. She's like, well, just think the only reason why I'm going out and stuff in your $250 shoes that you've never worn is because I want to be in the situation you're in and I want a baby and all that stuff and a husband. And the only way I can do it is if I go out. Well, don't say you're going to come over and watch TV with me.
Right,
Get
don't
my
lie
hopes
to
up.
me and steal my shoes.
Yeah. So she left on Saturday night and I organized diapers.
Oh, do you have a diaper stacker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Ooh.
those.
I organized diapers. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, back to Barbie.
Little bit of a loser.
Do you have a good diaper
Hey,
surplus?
you went to Barbie, loser.
Hey.
Who's a bigger loser?
Oh, but I got to see some hot Barbie ass, so you go ahead.
Who is the bigger loser? The guy that goes to Barbie or the girl that on
And
a
by the
Saturday
way,
night organized
and if
diapers?
you go to the Kodak Theater, full bar.
No
Yeah,
way.
he's right.
Yes.
See, I had a
he's
bar at
totally
my
right.
house.
Kodak Theater's
Oh.
nice.
By the way, before I forget,
Yeah.
did you notice that last night at the Teen Choice Awards, Jillian Barberie kept bringing up that there was no booze?
No, I didn't even
It
lot
was
of-
in
hear.
the
lot of people
pre-show,
did.
and I
Yeah.
thought, why do you keep bringing that up? We get it. It's the Teen Choice Award, and there's no booze. She brought it up to every celebrity she met.
I was
Really?
surprised
Yeah.
she was there. I get teens like Johnny Depp and Jennifer Aniston, Vince Vaughn, and
Huge
people that
stars.
were there. Big stars that the teens see in the movies. But do they know who she is?
She's that old lady on the Fox News.
Oh, now you're just being hurtful.
I think so. No, I think he's totally right. I was surprised she was doing the pre-show.
Hey, she is doing that.
Where
Her and JoJo, our friend down the hall.
Organizing
diapers. And I'm into it. Do you have a good surplus, like extra ones? Because
Oh.
I
She
always
has
like.
more of a life than I do right now.
Oh.
Can't even have a girlfriend coming over without rubbing it in my face, or I'm sorry, stepping on me with my shoes.
Coming
Going
over
out.
to use you.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Anyway, you went to Barbie, huh? All right, here's the deal. We haven't even done our first calls of the day. 1-800-STAR-987. 1-800-STAR-987 is our phone number. Who's the biggest loser? I want to play that game. And also, look, everybody, it's our new producer. Yay! He got the job.
Big gay Brian.
Big Gay Brian. It's his first day. How's it going, Sparky?
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! I'm excited.
Who's the bigger loser, the guy that goes sees Barbie or the girl that had wine, Pizza Hut, and what else did I have?
And beaches.
Movie.
On
And a
DVD.
movie, yeah.
I'm going with the guy who went to see Barbie.
Oh, Big Gay Brian. The guy that went to see Barbie will kill you. It's
a no
violent.
win.
It's big and violent.
Because you had to make an effort to be a loser. I just had to sit at home
Telling
and be
you.
a loser.
And then afterwards, I walked out and I actually had a good night.
Yeah?
Outside of my wife and my daughter are both pains in the asses of equal proportion.
Wow, that sounds like a good night. What
Yeah.
they do now.
Okay, just the baby is classic because we're waiting for this meet and greet and they're late. And then, of course, they're 10 minutes late and then the baby's like, I have to pee. And they won't let us into the Kodak to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
So now we have to go find a bathroom in there, and we end up missing more than half the meet and greet to find a bathroom inside Hollywood and Highland so she can go pee before the Barbie meet and greet. And then on the way from the bathroom where pain in the butt daughter had to pee, all of a sudden Wife decides, I can't go on any longer in these shoes. I have to buy a pair of shoes right now. And goes into a shoe store and starts buying shoes. When we're now late for the meet and greet that we were actually 20 minutes early for, but the meet and greet was late. And this thing started. Finally, she's taken so long to buy shoes. I grab the baby. I go downstairs, go into the meet and greet by myself. Thank God. We got 2 minutes with Barbie before it ended. And then my wife walks up. What happened? Where's Barbie?
Wow.
It's like, I had to smack you in the head.
God. She decided to buy shoes.
Yeah. And then, of course, the second we got in, and the baby, like, I want this, I want that, I want this, and then, throw it away and fun stuff like that. Kids are great.
Maybe she saw the pair of shoes that I used to have.
Alina,
Oh, they were $250 somethings.
Stuart Weitzman's. Whatever. Expensive.
Right.
All right. We haven't done our first calls of the day, but we have some votes on who's the biggest loser. But it's kind of a sad story because Bill thinks he's a bigger loser than both of us.
Oh, Bill must be bad.
We'll find out what he did this weekend.
Rubin's Entertainment Report on the Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, KTLA superstar of the world, it's Sam Rubin!
All right, not to dwell on Stench and I both blowing the call on Snakes on a Plane, let's go to Hollywood's hottest couple.
Hey, it was number one. I made mine.
Okay, you said it was like, no, it didn't make it. Did anybody see it, by the way?
No. Did you see it?
I did not see it. Friends of mine saw it 4 o'clock at the Grove yesterday and said it was fun when Samuel L. Jackson made the one declarative line.
Yeah, who said? You said
I
that?
saw someone at a restaurant on Saturday night, and they said they went to see him say that one line.
That's
Right.
the only reason why you spend the $10.
Yeah.
That's
But
stupid.
apparently that one line was great. This you guys will love. How about Osama bin Laden and Whitney Houston?
I'm sorry, confused.
Yeah.
According to some Sudanese poet, and this is from our bureau in the Sudan, a woman who claims to have spent time with bin Laden and has written a book about life with bin Laden. Apparently, he had a mad crush on Whitney Houston. He told me Whitney Houston was the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. He said that he had a paramount desire for Whitney, and although he claimed music was evil, he spoke of someday spending vast amounts of money to go to America to try and arrange a meeting.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
That's kind of odd, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
All he needs is a crack rock, and he could totally bone her.
Exactly. He could have an owner.
In his briefcase, I'd come across photographs of the Star magazine as well as copies of Playboy. It soon came to the point where I was sick of hearing about Whitney Houston.
Now, let me ask you something. Are you just avoiding the Teen Choice Awards because it was on Fox?
No, not at all.
I
In
can't
fact,
believe that's the
sorry.
biggest story ever.
The fact that K-Fed sort of rapped?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I
or
mean,
that Britney was booby or what?
well, there's so many Oprahs here. First of all, what?
right.
Oprah, Britney, not a good look.
No.
Britney with the
Yeah.
black hair,
Right.
and
No.
she
Yeah.
looked like a big circle, like a cartoon character. She looked like a big orange, like with those little skinny legs.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
And then the K-Fed thing, just so not dramatic.
Yep.
Well, just, you know what, here's the thing. It wasn't like terrible.
Oh,
but
yes, it was.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't. It wasn't like
It
so
was
horrible.
horrible. The guy can't rap. Rappers are bad live even if they're good, and he's not good. It was terrible.
But he covered it up with performances, and with the other guy kind of covered
Did you
it up.
hear the
But-
audio?
Yeah, I watched it.
The audio was
but,
awful.
but here's the thing. I think if they put Stench or Jack or me and a $2 million rap package behind us, and who's always the second guy? Is that guy they call the cheerleader? What's
The
that
hype
guy?
man.
The hype man.
Yeah.
If we had the right hype man, we could do it.
Yeah.
It just
You're right.
was so uneventful. I mean, like, he didn't screw up, which made me sad.
Right.
But he didn't do great, which made me sad. He just didn't. It was like a waste of my
Right.
time.
Exactly. That's what I
I
felt.
had an issue with the whole thing is that the whole song was about all the stuff he has, about how much his Ferrari's worth and how much the earrings in his ears are worth and how all this stuff he has in his mansion. He's a superstar. He's not, and none of that money's his. It's all his wife's.
Well, there.
Wow. I didn't
I
even
know
listen
Stench
to
is
the
invested
lyrics.
in that.
Yeah, I know.
We'll play a clip of it, listen to the lyrics, and think, wow, he's rapping about a stuff that's not his.
See, that's the occasionally where I feel like 1% out of the demo because I've seen the clip 3 times. I couldn't understand a word.
Yeah, I didn't really catch it either.
Yeah, there's one about
I just heard him starting a Ferrari.
The
or
nugget in my ear is more than your whole budget. stuff like that.
Whoa.
And about his Ferrari and his Lamborghini.
And my wife is a pudget.
Yes.
Oh, she's pregnant, but she looks ugly.
Okay.
Hey, and how much is it to run a record label, Federation Records? Like, what is he gonna sign people? What's that whole thing?
How much is it to like start your own website? About a nickel?
Yeah. The thing is that Jive dropped him because of Justin Timberlake, and he had
Right.
to put it out on his own. So it's basically a label just to put out his own record.
You think Jack is kind of a K-Fed apologist?
Yeah, I think Jack likes K-Fed.
Oh, I don't like him. I was just after all
You
the hype
love the
all
K-Fed.
week. The highlight for me of the whole K-Fed performance was Street Meets Jewish Rap. On,
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Because it
agree.
was a letdown last night. There was not. It wasn't. I know Stench is into rap, so he's more. But for the average person watching, it was a non-event.
Yes, well said. Exactly right. Precisely right. It was a non-event.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna watch it, and I just
I didn't
watched it
either
for that. And I
because-
actually
Then a
TiVoed
couple
through
other
everything.
sort of non-events. Nick Lachey winning with Jessica Simpson hosting.
That was funny.
I loved what he said.
It's
He
a little
said,
awkward.
A little awkward. I
Yeah,
loved
that
that he
was
was
great.
honest.
He was
That was
good.
kind of funny. And then the Vince and Jennifer on tape making us believe they are together or not.
Yeah, that was cute.
But what do we think?
Looked like a hotel room
It was a hotel.
somewhere.
It was a
like-
junket thing.
Yeah, it was a junket thing, so probably not together.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then
And then are Dane and Jessica together? That doesn't make sense.
I've heard that they are.
Okay, well, lucky him.
And they denied it in their little monologue thing and did a
Right.
bit about it, but then again,
You see that? You know how they do?
knows?
You know how with sitcoms they kind of leaven it with the laugh track.
yeah.
Right.
I think with the problem with all these teen things is they leaven it with just like tons of screeching teens. It's like it doesn't matter what I'm.
yeah, like yay, who cares?
I was
don't
sick
know,
of
the
screaming
whole-
teens
the
by
whole
For
the
me,
thing
the
was
highlight
hilarious.
was the Jackass stunts before commercials, and that was about the only interesting part of that whole thing when he jumped the moving cars and stuff.
And then I told you I thought Jessica was left on stage at the very end because
Right.
everybody walked off. And that
Well,
kinda
I
made me
think
laugh.
that was part of the do that she's going out with Dane, and they couldn't be like arm in arm walking off stage. I think
Yeah, but it's just common courtesy. You let either her go first,
Right.
or you walk along with her. But both K-Fed and him took off, and she was
Right.
just stuck there.
And
Brittany
this
was
is where I'm
standing
going to be really dumb. I mean, I know Dane has the HBO stuff and is a well-regarded comic. Isn't she 10 times bigger than he is?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I
seemed
don't
a weird
know,
pairing.
This whole thing, yeah.
So you know what? Based on all that, I do think Osama and Whitney was the better.
Yeah,
story.
you know what?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Good
Sam
job,
Rubin.
Sam.
What can we expect when you don't call at 9:30?
Oh, nice.
Hey, we actually have a fill-in for you at 9:30.
Who's that? I'm jealous.
I forgot her name, like Judy or something, and she says that she'll do a much better job than you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
She's
Yeah.
a listener.
She is.
Oh, a listener.
She is caller 10.
all right, she's laid down the gauntlet.
Yeah, and
Well,
by
I'll
the
do
way,
that.
we're sad that you didn't tell us about David Hasselhoff and Regis Philbin fighting backstage at America's Got Talent.
Oh, then you have to tell me. I didn't hear that one.
Sam, this
Go
is
ahead.
your job.
I know it's my job. but You know what?
Sam!
I'm all over it about 90% of the time. I missed a couple.
Well, anyway, everybody said they argue all the time.
All right. What about the Tim and Faith private concert at the Whiskey?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Sugarman
I,
was all upset she didn't go. That's all I know about that.
I
No,
was,
but you
I
know
was there on the pulse.
but you know the only thing is that I felt I kind. Here's the thing. I saw them and I thought they were pretty good but not great. And then the review in the LA Times was so right on about how not great they were, especially him.
Wow. Well, thank God you read that to deliver it to us.
Yeah.
I gave you my own delivery first.
Yeah,
Hey, what
okay.
about Cloris Leachman winning her 9th Emmy?
Yay!
Couldn't be
my
more
mother,
excited.
As my mother said, this is words for us to live by. As my mother once said years ago, there's plenty of room at the top, and there is. So there you are. She's won more Emmys than any other gal.
I saw her at a gas station and my dad hit on her.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It went pretty well.
I've seen her in restaurants eating alone.
Wow.
maybe
well,
she's-
there you go.
Maybe
Please
she's
feel
here
free
for
to
me.
call in with your Cloris Leachman side.
All right, Sam, we have to go and
Oh, yeah, I'm
quickly.
sure you do. Okay, see you later.
Bye.
Sam!
Yes, What?
Well, see, since I have an alliance to you because I haven't known that new producer guy very long, Big Gay Brian,
Yeah.
I feel like I should probably tell you what he's saying behind your back.
Oh, great.
Well, because I, what's that word? I blah blah you over him.
Yeah, we're old friends.
Yeah, I've known you for years and years and years. So he walks in and he goes, Stench is like obsessed with K-Fed.
Oh, totally. You know why? K-Fed is, because you know I'm like a whore about gossip.
Yes.
He's the focal point of, I'd say, at least one gossip story every day, if not every
not
other day.
more.
Yeah, at least. K-Fed rules.
He's just you seem distraught about his love for the K-Fed.
Well, I'm just a little
It's
surprised.
not love. It's actually hate.
Surprise.
I'm just a little surprised.
I'm a hater because I wish I was K-Fed.
Why don't you see Stench being obsessed with K-Fed? Duh.
I'm obsessed
I
with
don't see it.
with entertainment and gossip in general. I mean,
Okay.
you can quiz me on it, and I know about everything going on way more than Sam
Doesn't
Rubin.
fit his profile,
No.
but it's his
Yeah.
little fun thing on
It's
the
my
side.
thing, but I like I know the real dirty stuff that Sam won't talk about because it's not really official yet and all that. I mean, I'm great with gossip.
So
He wants to be like the fat guru of gossip.
Yeah, I want to be the only straight gossip reporter in America.
that would
That's
be
his
good.
calling.
That's what I am.
Yeah, that's what he is. So anyway, we have actually a bit, not a bit. We have a clip of K-Fed singing.
Oh, good.
So y'all can decide if you think it was worthy of all the comments that Stench is making, or if you're like Jack and I, that's like it was a non-event. Who cares? Or what's your take on it, Brian?
It's a non-event.
Yeah.
It wasn't gay enough for Brian.
Oh, yeah, actually it was.
Wow. Wow. Attack him if he doesn't have the
Yeah, I'm on him.
passion that you do.
I'm on him.
All right, Jack, can you play that clip?
Yep.
Okay, K-Fed singing last night.
Teen Choice makes some noise, y'all! Yeah! One time, bring the beat back!
Let me take you back to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
When I drove the Lamborghini off the block.
Yeah.
But not before I made them chop the top and throw some 20 shooters
know what?
on that's hot.
Yeah, look,
Hit
Kev.
Astros 4 bites to eat. No tuxedo cause they recognize me.
Yeah.
Her lifestyle of rich living and fast cars. Don't hate cause I'm a superstar.
And what?
See what I mean? Come on, all collectively agree with Stench right now. Go ahead.
No,
okay.
I don't agree.
There's plenty of room on the Stench train.
I just think it's
Non-event.
Like,
I
it's
won't
just-
even remember
Okay,
it
but
next
did you
week.
like that he's rapping about the Lamborghini with the 22s and
The
all the
shoes,
crap,
the
and he
22
doesn't have a tuxedo and he's a star? He's not
The
a
only
star.
part that bugs me, that I will be on the Stench train is the I'm a superstar. He's not a super.
No,
I mean,
he's not.
I guess maybe he's talking about it in the tabloids.
Yeah, he's famous. He is not a superstar.
Yeah. What
Right.
is superstar? I mean, he is a super. People know him.
Yeah.
No, but you have to have, I think, talent to be a superstar. You could be a superstar athlete, a superstar entertainer. He's famous for boning Britney.
Can I get Jeff the Emu Guy's number if you have it?
Now that's a superstar.
Well, no, I was just thinking that we can call him like the basis for superstardom really is how many people know you,
Household
right?
name.
Yeah.
No, I disagree. There's fame. I mean, everyone in the world knows who this guy John Carr is. He is not a superstar. He's famous for confessing to the murder of John
Or
Benet Ramsey.
Infamous, as they say. Right?
Yeah, I mean that you are not a superstar if everyone in the
What's
world
a
knows your name.
superstar to you?
A superstar is like Shaq's a superstar in the athletic world. The
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand's a superstar in the entertainment world.
You should have known that
Is
one,
Celine
Brian.
Dion a superstar?
Wow, I guess she is.
I don't know.
Technically. All right, we're going to call Jeff the Emu Guy, and we'll see if this guy is a superstar. Jeff the Emu Guy. Remember him from Florida?
Yes, this is a good gauge right here.
Jeff the Emu Guy. He has the emu. We called him from the newspaper, and then next thing we know, we have a relationship with
He's
him.
part
our
of the family.
friend.
Yeah. What's his wife's name? Dolores or something?
Yes,
Sue?
Dolores.
Dolores.
Dolores?
Good call.
Wow. look
Nice
at me.
memory.
Yeah. I don't think he's home.
Where are they?
Fishing.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff! How are ya?
Oh, I'm about half dead.
What happened?
What's wrong with you?
Just plain out sorriness.
Oh, what's wrong, Precious?
I just, my God, you name it, and it's ailing me.
Oh, you're hurting ill?
Did you crash your boat again?
No, I think it's from the first time, Sweet Pea.
Oh, you're still hurt?
Well, I doing some crazy stuff last night I shouldn't have been doing.
Uh-oh, were you drinking firewater again?
Painkillers and beer?
Well, we was drinking some homemade beer and some homemade liquor and playing with some black powder and some lead. And
Oh, God.
And
So you were making
none
bombs?
of that mixes well at all.
No, it doesn't.
what happened?
Well, damn it, man, it's incriminating. I can't say much.
No, because nobody knows where you live or anything. We've never given out your last name.
Okay. You know, cattle rustling is still an illegal offense in the United States.
Cattle wrestling?
Yeah.
I didn't know people cattle wrestled.
Well, when they get out and start running up and down the highway and you got to dodge them,
Oh, God.
I think they legal game. I ain't exactly sure how that works, but we tried it.
You got ran over by a cow?
Yeah, that's when we broke out the black powder and the lead.
And you
We tried to catch this damn critter, but when it weighs 450, 500 pounds, it just don't work too well.
Yeah, especially with a black powder rifle.
That little bastard dragged me upside the highway. I felt like a speed bump.
Jeff, first of all, this is just not normal behavior. You know that.
Well, this is pretty typical for me.
All right, well, here's the reason why we called, which just seems so not pertinent right now.
He won't know if he was out playing speed bump with a cow.
Jeff, are you familiar with the name Kevin Federline?
I've heard it.
Oh.
Why, is it supposed to be something important?
Well, we were trying to figure out if he's a celebrity or not, and I said, well, Jeff the Emu Guy, if he knows him, then, we'll put him under that celebrity category. But do you know who he is?
I ain't got a clue, sweetie.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
But
That's
he's heard
good.
the name. That's pretty good. How
But that sounds
K-Fed?
like it sounds K-Fed. What about K-Fed?
What the hell is that?
Okay,
Yeah,
you didn't know that.
That's his gangster name.
For real, what is it?
It's Britney Spears' husband.
Well, that explains a whole lot.
I'm shocked that you don't keep up with this.
I got better things to do than keep up with Brittany.
Yeah.
I just like how you say her name.
Oh, man.
Brittany. Hey, are you going to go see that movie Snakes on a Plane?
You bet your boot.
Yeah, Jeff.
Hey, I like Samuel Jackson now.
Yeah.
I ain't racist. Homeboy make a damn good movie.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jeff the Emu Guy. Thank you, Jeff.
You welcome, sweetie.
All right, feel better.
Man.
Bye. Oh.
He got tore up by a cow.
But that means that Snakes on a Plane are way bigger than K-Fed.
How's that?
That's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you. I have talent. Anyway, the Biggest Loser weekend. It's weird because the snowboarder went out of town, went to Vegas, blah, blah, blah. And then it was just a crappy weekend. And then Stench said off the air, he's like, that really surprises me that you're upset they went to a strip club because that's not.
I always put you in the cool girlfriend file. Like, Jamie's one of the cool chicks that if you called her and said, hey, I'm going to strip club on the way home from work with my buddies, I'll be home, an hour late, I know you wouldn't be mad. You'd be like, cool.
And the thing is, it's a couple of issues. One is it was $100, so I keep thinking in my head like him sitting there with singles. I didn't even ask him any detail, but just 100
The
times.
breakdown of his strip club
Yeah,
budget.
yeah. I was just like, how do you spend $100 at a strip club? Like,
That's really, really easy.
how? I mean,
Okay,
it's
lap
a
dances,
dollar.
Lap dances are like $20 if you got a lap dance. Now,
Ugh.
also, depending, you got to pay a cover to get in, and then you're looking at $7 or $8 drinks.
But
It's
still,
pretty quick.
no, it's like, that means like, to me, he was sitting in my head, he was sitting there like, over one girl and just kept feeding her dollars.
Oh, no.
Like Heather
Here's
stage
Here's
one.
what I picture happened. He paid his cover charge, let's say $10. Let's say you had $4, $5, $7 drinks. That knocks us up. We're almost at 50.
45,
We're almost at 50 right now. And then if your friends are sitting close to the stage and they're getting into the dances and stuff, you got to throw a few bucks up there every now and then after
Okay,
each
fine,
dance.
$5.
$3, $2, $3.
But
So they were there
$50
for a couple hours.
$50 worth.
Let's say you give each girl $3.
And the thing is, like, I don't mind.
I don't have a problem with this. He's well within his budget.
We could have had a free pizza.
Oh, here we go.
No, you buy one large, you get another one for $5.
Are you gonna do
Oh,
this?
yeah. Definitely.
That's the thing. It's not so much that I was upset about the strip club because I think there's two angles. One, I wish he would have asked me before he went, just out of respect.
That I see. Even though you're cool with it, you could have said, "Hey, I'm going to the strip club."
Right.
That I get.
Number two, it's just like I was analyzing how you spend that kind of money, whatever. And then, because I would go with him to a strip club in a minute. I don't care. I totally would do that. But the other thing is like, he already gets to go and have fun, and he left Thursday, and they're, on Lake Mead, and they're in a hotel, and, having so much fun. So to me, this was like the icing on the I'm having more fun than you cake. Why did you have to go do, like, if I went to Vegas with my girlfriends, I guarantee you we're not going to go to a weenie club where they're shaking their weenies and I'm throwing out $50.
But I guarantee you're going to spend more than $100 going out one
hold
night.
on, though.
But fine, but
drinking and having
I'm not going
fun.
to go see weenies shaking at me.
And Jamie's nicer
so
than
upset
me.
I
I
just
thought you were
dropped-
mad about the money.
Jamie's nicer than me
everything.
because I would factor in the babysitter I had to pay for Thursday because he left
yeah.
early into the amount of
Yeah.
expenses for that weekend and hold that against.
Jack, what's wrong
I
with
would
you?
do that to my wife. If my wife left on Thursday, I would remind her that I had to pay for a
Yeah, but
babysitter.
we're not
while-
doing damage control here.
If I'm going away for 4 days and leaving my poor husband and newborn child coughing with a fever, upset, the baby. And if I'm leaving for 4 days, the last thing I'm doing is going to Weenie Club.
We know what's crazy? If you were out of town for 4 days and there's a possibility that he could have his friends over while the baby's asleep and have freelance strippers in the house. That would rule.
I think it's all about that competitive thing that you do with your partner.
I think it was too much piled on the top.
Yeah, it was like, okay, you already got to go away for the weekend. You're already having more fun. You're already calling me out on the water. You're already doing, and then they went to a buffet, called me from the buffet. Oh. Yeah, the Bellagio buffet.
You don't like buffets, though. Why would he call you? That's a mean one to do because he knows you don't
Because
like
he's having lobster, and I haven't had lobster.
Oh, he's having lobster and you're having like frozen pizza.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the whole thing. And so I guess it was just like, I'm having way more fun than you. Oh, and I saw a bunch of hot bodies that look better than yours that I gave a lot of money to.
Yeah, I bet he didn't say that though.
But he thought it.
Implicit.
And I guess that's what...
You can't go on what you think he thought.
I guess that's why it irritates me too more than ever because I'm so fat now. I'm like way overweight from this damn baby and eating. And so it made me like, oh my God, he's so looking at those bodies. And sure enough, what does he do? He comes home last night. He's like, put the baby in the other room. Let's do it. Ugh.
See?
God.
It's not like he God, I'm trying to think of the right phrase. It's not like he had any kind of release with the stripper. He saved it and came home
Great.
for you.
So he could like think about those hot little
Fantasize.
skinny bodies with my fat ass.
No, you don't do that.
I mean, it's 10:30 at night. I'm like sleeping. He's like,
He missed you.
let's do it.
Oh, we got to work, though.
God.
He missed you.
He came back from a party weekend and wanted to keep the party going, and Jamie has to go to work after taking care of a baby for a whole
Hey,
weekend.
10:30, that's not bad.
Come on, just put the baby in the crib.
We're talking about 15 minutes max. 10:45, you're in bed.